All right, I'm calling it right now. Me and Fish are going to come to blows tonight. I could just feel it. First things first, though. Bringing the motherfucking horns. How we doing, y'all? Everyone have a good weekend? Mine's just starting. I'm off all week. That's right, Fish. All week. I don't remember what we were doing. I should have watched the end of last week's stream. I did not. Door Gunner Mega Mix. Talk to Titus about the Door Gunner Mega Mix. All right, that's right. We got to talk to them. Ooh, that's right. And we got to meet her. Do we take Kim with us on that? After 2200. All right. So let's talk to these guys right now. That's why we're here. We'll just jump right into it, y'all. Let's go.
What is it?
Yeah, you know what I want. And she stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Yes, it was. Gold, it was just locker room talk. It's not evidence. It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything, and it didn't change her mind. Yeah, it was bad. Honestly, I expected to have more effects. Yeah, she pretty much laughed it off, Titus.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then?
No, you can't lay
That
anywhere,
is
Fish.
fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
Yeah, it did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. I should think it made her a little nostalgic. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole darn damn thing. You won't tell her that. She did nostalgic.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
Man, you were banging her, dude.
Seems like they wanted to give Klasia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Right. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Her voice is a bit softer than earlier.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings for her. I think you had a lie planned, but she didn't play along. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she is still in denial, you know, a defense mechanism. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
What? Everyone's got feelings for each other. Where are you going with this?
That's all right, Glenn. I just thought, I thought anyone would come around if they heard that shit. Apparently, I was wrong.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Fuck you, Glenn.
He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
Hold on. He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now you know. Okay.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now.
Alright. Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you.
What's up, Baxter? We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in
shot,
her
though.
voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent. They're confused. This is growing over their heads.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
He throws his beer can down. Oh, what a dick.
Lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. Understand?
Come on, get out of here.
Little investigation is
Told
over.
ya.
Yeah.
Alien starts to say something that he thinks best
On
not
the
to.
floor, beer drips out of the can.
Get outta
into
here.
a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Go lay down.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
Weekend was good, Baxter.
The window might be
Was
closing.
good.
The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Oh, we can do it. Mentioned the surreal play. Strange reaction to the bullet. Everett asked to cooperate. Understood why Titus is upset. Angus can't take pressure. Warned about the tribunal. Discussed the 8th Hardy. And confronted about the jug trade. Let's do it.
Convince Titus
Ooh.
he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of his boys will. And that's it. Case closed. We're going home, Kim.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy, Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Glazier. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility.
Lieutenant raises his
You'll
eyebrow.
get it. Go on.
Right on, Kim. And Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because
Because they like killing. Ooh. Some chick.
Goddamn right. Don't come around if you're not from around.
Fuck you. I'm not from around. That's not why we...
there we go. Don't come to the wild north if you are not white enough.
They just hang you like in the Dark Ages, make a display of your course. They just hang you, shoot you, whatever. They can't even remember. They just hang you, shoot you, light you on fire. They don't care. Yeah, we'll go with the second one.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
The old man reaches for his belt, but his voice is strangely calm.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
What happens if I keep talking? You gonna kill me too in this bar for nothing? Look at Kim first.
The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives you an imperceptible nod. What? What does that mean? Go for it. The lieutenant has his eyes set on the fat guy. Push Angus. We're almost there.
All right, let's push him.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Takes a breath, wheezing.
Shut up, Angus.
He was dead before you hanged him.
Buddy! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Looks like it. Oh, come on, Fat Angus.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
She walks without looking back.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
We did it.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
The girls.
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she didn't.
What happened Sunday night?
Glacier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How'd you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You
Shut up,
don't get
Shanky.
to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
What happened
We
then?
went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. And there was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Who's Tibbs, the 830?
Yeah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Yeah, if Kalassi didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
Yeah, she
They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people, who are
They're
they?
powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet.
So you killed the Merc.
Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
Man, shut up, Eugene.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns. Training. Years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell.
He pauses to think.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still. This guy's not as dumb as he looks.
So whose idea was it to hang him?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the 2 girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Earlier you said girls asked for help. Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it. for political reasons. It sent a good message.
If it isn't, it's her, isn't it? The drug trafficker, the missing eighth party.
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
You know, it's okay for her to be a hardy girl, Titus. Understood. Can you tell me anything about her? Name, current situation? You're going to stall on me if I ask her more about it, aren't you?
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klasia you want to talk to.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Sorry I made you guys
Me
fight.
too.
Thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go, Klasia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But...
Okay.
Still, after all this headache...
You would still prefer we didn't take her away.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
Yeah.
We'll take that into account.
If it's titties, then Monica. I forgot we sing karaoke. Move or look at the window if we get anything else.
This window is pristine on the...
Nope. What time is it? All right, we're getting there.
It's always good to see you.
She cracks a weary smile, leaning against the railing.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
Look her in the eye. Should we try it? It's white.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face...
They did say this is talking to her for the last time, too.
Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
What is happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Am I being beguiled?
She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making a small hissing sound, almost imperceptible. The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
I understand.
You don't look surprised. You were expecting this? You sent us on a runaround. You lied to us, miss. Chill, I'm the cool cop, remember?
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. Is it? Something is off here.
No?
Shush. I can't hear what she's saying. Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me.
She looks at her
out
feet.
of the shit I'd gotten into.
That's not enough good enough reason.
You're right. There's more.
Yeah, give us more.
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, wine dark in the evening light.
What lies beyond it?
The Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the mortal or whatever? What's the RCM involvement with them have to do with this? The RCM is the lapdog.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
She lights a cigarette. What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
What did you have to do? What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Come on.
Industrial espionage. I joined a
Okay.
business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
He taps on his notebook.
The job was Lewsdoen County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewis-Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lewis-Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Low's cap. These people
Nice.
engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airbird, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papa Lolo.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
She smiles. I'm sure that people have done much worse than that. You're right, this is bad. You destroyed what people have built. That's a lot of shit you got yourself into.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people, too, not just C-suite.
Ooh, she shakes her head at the thought.
A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
What happened here the night he died? Why did you call the cops if you're hiding? When was the window changed? All right, let's go here.
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
Oh, that's gross. Keep
He was
going.
heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette, miss.
Oh.
That's a motherfucker. We're doing
Yeah.
that one.
It was a real motherfucker.
She immediately lets know.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not
Fuck
as
yeah,
much
she
as
was.
usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
Alright, what did you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Okay, what happened after you ran downstairs? Maybe we're going to find out who that mystery girl is.
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time.
Ruby.
I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
She says it as if it's self-evident. I thought Hardy was leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Okay.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay. Let's move on.
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped
She's a
her get
fixer.
the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
She looks at the ground and raises her light brown eyes to meet yours. Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
Okay. What did you do while they were hanging?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby. Where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting.
All right.
Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
Did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Did you kill Lily?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this.
There's silence.
He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs.
Sweet, sweet drugs.
It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition.
Downstairs, people have this crazy idea that you killed him. It's okay if you did it in self-defense. Desire drives people loco. Drugs were an integral part of your relationship. Perhaps they contributed to its end? He must have had a weapon nearby. Did you use that? No, I don't think she did it.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor.
The bullet in his head, it was jacketed, military grade. Who else here has a military rifle?
I don't know. His friends have rifles. Maybe those psychos did it? Coalition military have rifles. I'm not a munitions expert, and I did not shoot him.
She might have been a tad disingenuous when she avoided talking about the bullet in his head before.
You lied to me about the bullet before. When I said he was shot, you said you were confused.
I've said I'm sorry. What more do you want me to say? I did my best not to lie. It didn't always work.
She simply shakes her head.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does
Do
that
drugs make you aggressive?
No. People don't take drugs to kill each other. They take them to feel okay with each other.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought you Ravishol people would be more enlightened on this. I'm sorry, officer. I'm under some stress here.
Okay, we're good here.
Like what?
But the people after you could have killed
That's
him.
the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone.
She looks at her cigarette.
So they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however.
Oh, wow.
This is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
But maybe it did.
I just don't know. I don't know anything.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Why did you call the cops if
Because
you're
I'm
hiding?
an idiot.
Well, the answer comes fast. Okay.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
She would have us believe. But you're not.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Talking about Kuno.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
When was the window
Last
changed?
week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In her bedroom, inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Nice, okay. I think we're done here for now.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
Lieutenant glances at you, then at the door.
He's thinking, are we done here?
The love that did him in. Okay.
But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. Most shocking details of the sexual kind. We are a bulwark, unbreached. If you have doubts, just give us one example of deceit. Just one. and we will gladly change our minds.
Could the lure of pussiness conceal something less sensational but more illegal? I got nothing, you're right. Yeah, what's
Who
going
is
on?
this personhood picking these seditious options? Can't you see the detective grows weary of your malcontent? Stop staring at her eyes and say something pertinent to the case. This is making you look like an amateur. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now. As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all.
Yeah.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate.
It killed him. Looks like love did him in after all. What is communism in this?
No. Communism killed him. Remember? Love made it possible. You know this much. You do not know. A wind of needles. Airships flutter in the stratosphere.
How do I know all this then?
Who knows? It's getting cold out. You should go. She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it. It's cold. Remember this silence. The lady is dangerous. People suffer around her.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real. Easier that way.
Was it real?
I don't know.
All right, let's go in and look at this window again. Let's reconstruct the murder. Now it's green,
This
not
window
yellow.
is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass. In an golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired.
Okay.
The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the ghostly
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Okay, have a look at point A.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm 80% sure the roof is where the shot came
72%. With an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belmagrave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot.
Okay.
The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Yeah. Could the shot have come from inside the room, a closer point?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin further
That's
away?
a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Yeah, I actually like the radius points to include all of Martinez, yeah.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Okay, look at point B, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Okay. The Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Okay, so look at B, the inlet.
1 kilometer away. An unlikely point of origin. Beyond the docks somewhere. On an islet in the bay of Martinez, perhaps. There are islets there. Badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle. 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kim, do you think the shot could have come further from the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime, the boardwalk. B double prime Land's End, B triple prime the inlet.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than the roof, but it's still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
Blink. Alright, let's go get our gun back. That's where we need to go right now. Hold on, does it say we need to come alone or anything? How are we doing on this? %. Not too good. Kind of feel like we've been working on that one for a minute. I'm not sure how to get it to go up. Alright, so we gotta go down the boardwalk. Okay, so let's go this way. I think we gotta go around here. And we probably could have fast traveled too, but... Are we keeping the hope alive? I forgot. Are we supposed to check these?
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid. Poor things.
It's kind of spooky at night. The store is closed for today. Time to put the kids to sleep. This seems like the boardwalk. Oh, we're saving it. I don't know why.
Put your hands where I can see them.
The aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pace. Show me your hands. Right now! Show me your hands! Right now!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. A flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Wait, what should we do, Kim?
This is bad. Getting your weapon back is the priority. We can't have an unhinged civilian running around with a gun.
No, we can't.
Or I will light you the fuck up. The man appears to be pulling out an object from his pocket. Fear and the threat! Fear and the threat! Superseding event. Split-second decision. Get on the ground. Get on the goddamn ground.
Oh, I'm thinking
Get on the ground. I want you on the pavement right now. This is the pig. Subject yourself to a full body cavity. Prohibited materials concealed in nostrils, ears, mouth, navel, urethra, foreskin, vagina, and rectum.
Your foreskin, eh?
In her mind, the cavity search is happening. As long as she's saying it. It appears the things she says are very real to her.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
You have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do.
We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon.
Officer, you need an assistance. Suspect alert. Get on the ground.
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Just talk,
Distance
right?
reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot. Big red key. Big red key.
Big red key. That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this.
Okay. Hey, what do you want? What do you want? Yeah, just go lay down. No, not on my mouse. There you go.
It's a goddamn police shitbag. Off the pavement. You're under arrest.
So did she used to be a cop,
Waves
maybe?
her hands. You notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs? She thinks she's a police officer. Try treating her like a police officer. A lower-ranking police officer.
Officer Pigs, W.E. Frieder, Harry Dubois, requesting your sidearm for inspection.
What?
She lowers the megaphone and stares at her gun. Patrol officer in gross violation of the RCM code of conduct. That's right, Pigs. Give me the gun. It'll be alright, it's mine.
Sir?
She hesitates, looking around in confusion. The three-barreled pepper box wavers in her hand. Patrol officer, I'll have to have you sign up for a disciplinary hearing. Please, Pigs, just give me the gun.
Easy. Press her too hard and shit.
With a swift, poorly coordinated move, the woman slams the megaphone against her lips and teeth.
Oh, wow.
A trickle of blood runs down her chin. She doesn't notice it.
Officer compromise. Unlawful impersonation. Pigs en route. Engage your will.
Okay. She's actually more agitated now. My bad.
Confiscated contraband. Restricted access. 2 kilos missing. Eyewitness report compromised.
I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here.
Okay, you're not the police, we are the police.
Back up! Back up! Status unconfirmed!
Baby, you know who I am. Everybody knows me. Yes, I'm the backup. It was just a yawn. Here to back you up. I'm with the Rat Squad. Lieutenant W. Raider Harrison Dubois.
No. No. I thought Mr. Moran. Gareth. Aggravated assault! Man down! Officers in pursuit!
There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. It has nothing to do with what's happening here.
What's the situation, officer?
Law enforcement compromised! Impersonating a police officer!
Does she not believe you two are actually police
So what if
officers?
she's right? I actually am an imposter. I'm full RC in lieutenant's uniform, and look at my partner. We're cops, all right. We really are cops. Look at the white triangles. We were their cops. Look at my badge.
License and registration! License and registration! Come in, dispatch! Sector! Azimuth!
It's not a code, just disjointed words.
Can we save it right here? No.
We can't leave. A delirious civilian is pointing a firearm at us. Your firearm. You need to solve this.
Damn it! Alright. Let's go.
All right,
Ooh.
here's the plan. You held a ledger in her face, already darting right, and immediately closed the distance. Left hand grabs the barrel, right one breaks the wrist. No, that won't be necessary. Look closer. The gun, all three barrels, red and blue light shining through. It's not loaded.
I'm certain there's no bullets in that gun.
My God, I think you're right.
My God, it's not loaded. The gun isn't loaded.
What? This isn't police issue.
Ooh.
Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. What is this? Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
Grab the gun, right now. This might be your only chance.
No one
Nice. We got our gun back.
who cares anymore. Why would they cheat me like this?
All water. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
We got any white check marks we want to go back to? We really went in that. I really went in that container door. So let's add a point of rhetoric.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit
We're
me.
sorry. Is this how life turned out for you?
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
That's sad. What do you think is happening to her?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
Why would she like this in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8 and loneliness.
Nah, neurodegenerative disease.
Her hands were trembling and she did seem uncoordinated. But what are we gonna do with her?
Should we just arrest her?
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without a gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
Wait, I was really hoping I'd give her one of those station call slips. Yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job. I don't endorse the Hardy Boys' inflated sense of self-worth. They're not cops, we are. I think we should just leave her like this. She'll be fine. Now let's come to Titus.
Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late, and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done.
Please, leave the radio on.
Seems like a reflex. I half remembered sentence.
Reflex to what? Being left alone. She stands motionless. Just a heap of clothes and fleshes now. Maybe if you search her once more. The woman stands slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them? Do.
Take the narcotics. Wink.
She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia.
Oh, is that yours?
It's hard to say. It's been so long since you wore yours.
Maybe, probably. You know me.
It's your hat.
The old woman doesn't react to your touch. You take the vial of Pyrrolidon and the bottle of speed as evidence, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't consume them. She didn't look high. She confiscated them. A little like you are doing now.
That siren wasn't knowing, Baxter.
You're taking those, are you?
Listen to him, for once.
I'm confiscating these as evidence. I need to do this case. I need everything I can get. I'm confiscating these as evidence.
Sure. I guess that's fine.
Alright, so we can walk around with our gun out. +1 psyche, -1 health. And some speed. I forgot we had that jacket. -1 authority. What do we get from this one? +2 logic, but -1 perception. Ooh, I get +2 drama from that, but I get +1 island and volition for that. Fan Ultra Series gloves for the ultimate performance efficiency. What do we get? +1 half-life? What do we get from these gloves? +1 interfacing. What does half-life do? Oh, we can beat people up. What's half-life? Oh, that's threatening people. What was the other one then? Interfacing? What's our interfacing skill? Oh, so yeah, we kind of need that. Pick locks and pockets? I mean, we haven't picked anything yet.
The woman stands.
Alright, can we fast travel? Oh, we missed these fuckers for the night. I really want to know how I get in that door. Do we just say goodnight to him? I forget how we do this.
Yes?
See you in the morning.
The fan stands still.
We do anything in the mirror? Anything new?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror.
Well, all right, let's just go to bed.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Let's go to sleep. I wonder what our dream's gonna be like tonight.
Your closed eyelids is familiar now. The only home you've ever known. Its darkness gathers. The last thing you hear is the wind blowing in through the broken window. Then something comes, a kind of sleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Great, this is gonna be really chill. Dark shore my ass. I know what this is.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
We murdered
everybody. This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
I don't care. It doesn't scare me.
Hear that? You are naive to think he's afraid of his bloodied hands, soul brother. Oh no, I see inside his amygdala and his hippocampus. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream.
The last dream?
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
In the air will smell of apricots? Her face forms in summertime.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental.
Blockbuster, what?
There is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it'll be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
What about the church? All right, wake up, buddy. It's 7:30. Let's get this shit on the road.
Yes? What is it?
Did you hear that? Did you hear me sing? Did you like it?
That was pretty good, Harry. Wasn't it, Jean?
Huh, that was. Yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had cluster headaches. Horrible. Truly horrible.
Wow.
I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this torture again. I mean, seriously, you need to...
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse, and I really liked it.
She actually did.
Okay, nice.
Again? I can't...
Alright, we should probably pay for a room.
Smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
If you acknowledge that he recognized the song. Yeah, the church is actually my past. The church is actually my life. The church is actually my love. Things are really bad with it. Look, I rocked that shit. Told you I'd rock that shit.
Cool. Now, what can I do for you? Got the 20 real?
I have this giant novelty check.
You must be kidding, right? Yeah, good one, officer. Real funny. But this establishment only takes cash. Now, do you have that cash, Mr. Novelty Check Man?
Frit, near the gates. They'll exchange it.
Yeah, I got the money.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
You know, there might be other places to sleep on this coast. You'll find one eventually.
I don't necessarily want to sleep anywhere else. Can we do anything else with this guy?
The man ponders his...
Where else can we wash that
It's
jacket?
you again. What is it?
The no catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help.
What's that, copper? You want us to help little old ladies now?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is? Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it?
Yep, that's her.
God. Poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle those. I think she got some family in Courant or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints.
Hey, wasn't Everard's B team looking for her the other day? They said something about her, I don't know, finding something?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She had something of yours, Pig.
Yeah, she had my gun.
You're fucking with me. Your gun. She had your fucking gun.
Yeah, whatever.
Sure did, boss. Heard him loud and clear. The pigs lost his gun to the pigs.
Well, at least I can see you got it back. If you have any questions.
He waits in circles, so searching for the words. What's her real name?
Auntie LaPlante, we always called her. Something LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo.
Marianne Amigo LaPlante?
Fuck you, pig. What the fuck you are playing at, huh?
Easy, Al. Don't let him get to you. Have one for Auntie LaPlante, huh?
Don't disrespect Miss LaPlante, Copper. She's good people. We all get a little crazy sometimes.
Who was she?
Was. Like before. Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago. Never come to visit. Never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. She did right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off. But still.
Us kids? That must have been ages ago. She was better then. The children kept her together.
How'd she get like this?
Get wanted to be a cop, you mean? Well, she... Shit. I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig?
Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ever ends. Ever think about that? More like who wouldn't? Cool uniforms, fast machines, packing heat, sign me up. Law enforcement isn't a respectable occupation, sir. I can't feel but partially responsible for the unhealthy culture that the poor woman latched onto.
You are already signed up, Cerdo. This guy is seriously damaged.
Hey, achievement.
Nah, don't worry about it, Al. The cops want to dress up and play policeman. Let them. We'll keep doing the real work.
Where'd you get all the cops?
Dunno. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it.
Station 41. A man carries a crate of rusted, unused badges. You think these would net us something at the annual auction? A balding detective drags a comb, futilely across his head. Shit, who'd want those? Just dump them into the river.
Thanks for helping us out with one of them.
No problem, old cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys?
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
Alright, I talked to Khaleesi, now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Because she's your real leader. I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Laylee's killer. I've seen her in a Lendrum-induced delirium. The parental instinct whispers her name into my ear. Look, I need to pin this on somebody. I've decided to pin this on her. I suspect she killed the victim, that's why. A civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby.
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. And now you pit Ruby.
No.
Well, not on my watch you won't. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Okay, Shanky.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here.
I mean, they've been getting R&R for a minute.
Fuck off now.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back.
Oh, saw the winch outside, staged the play, reconstructed murder scene, found an antique rifle, Ruby's drug trader established. Come on, baby.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't offer?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
He points to the karaoke stage. She didn't go to the toilet?
No.
That's a lie.
In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time. You know that's not the case.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cobb.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
Okay.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
You do agree the shot came from the roof, right? Ruby could have gotten to the roof from somewhere inside the whirlwind? A skilled sand boat artist could have climbed the outer wall like a spider. Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirling?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying she reeled herself up by her collar, like some kind of...
He can't come up with an analogy.
Let's go with that. Point is, it's just a rusty winch. It doesn't put her on the roof.
You do agree the shot came
Why
from the
not?
roof?
You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There's a 72% chance it came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
Definitely lie. The truth is not credible.
Yeah, we have a ballistic lab in Corona. We can sell in cases like this.
Wouldn't hurt to have one of those in Martinez. Still, all the labs in the world don't put her on that roof. How'd she get there? Climb?
Could have gotten the roof from somewhere inside the whirling.
Nah, the only way up there is through Clausia's room.
Maybe there's more.
What do you mean?
How much you guys know about this
We've
place?
only been drinking here for what? 6 years? How much do we know?
Been thinking of getting wilding in rats. That is on my ass, boss.
Alright, Alan.
There you go. Tatted on his ass. We know the place.
There's a locked door in the kitchen, another on the roof. Ever been through those?
No, but that doesn't prove anything.
It's just 2 dolls. We're not giving you Ruby for that. She's one of us.
What if they're connected by the winch, Eugene? That is your name, right, Eugene? If they're connected, she could have gone to the kitchen, gone up, shot him on the roof, then come down. All in 5 minutes. How about that?
Yes, she could have. This is one long shot.
Shakes his head, but the look in his eyes shows interest.
Tell you one thing. I liked how that goddamn winch came up again. That was nifty.
Have we firmly established that Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly. Try shit on a stick. All you've established is a possible route to the roof that you haven't found. And even then, a route doesn't put that bullet in the Burke's head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
I've already established she's running drugs. Maybe she ran guns. I've analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed. There was a small that came from beyond the roof. Show them the antique rifle. There are weapons like this is lying around Martinez.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's inoperable. Where'd you get it?
There's a cellar under the bookshop. It was hidden there with others just
20,
like it.
maybe 30 rifles, Titus. Also broken, but still, there were too many. And there must be other caches too.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down for good.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns lying around. Damn it. I thought we'd found all the old spots. Why was that still there?
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
I didn't say I'd prove that she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her. I don't know what else to go with.
All right, Carl. Keep talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
It's not why did you kill him, it's why did you organize the cover-up. Maybe it's all a part of the leadership challenge against you, Titus. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you. I think it's the first one.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Shanky's on board.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Gene, let's assume you killed him.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
We need to talk to her, Roman.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Wanna know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
All right, when'd she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
Oh, she's scared?
I told you. You.
Me personally?
Yes, you. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
No wonder she's afraid. I've come to declare the ending of the human experiment. She probably knew me from my singing days. I'm sorry. God, why does everyone flee the sight of my shadow? I'm just a regular guy.
Sure. Normal.
He says without smiling.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Won't stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
Nice.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
Is that your Kim? My Kim?
You are insistent.
Anything else?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught Pete. But she was too scared.
Give me clues.
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a party candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. There's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. So that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
You know what she's doing with the lunar frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies at a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
It's not much, but it'll do.
It'll have to.
Shake
His
hand.
grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
Should be a cop, Titus.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men.
All right. We got a point? Where should we put it? We should probably do all that before we go looking. We can go back to the church and ask her for help, I guess. Oh, we may have blown that. See, we did that. I don't know why we didn't get that marked off. See, we were supposed to call her back on Tuesday, and we didn't, so we might have blown it. Let's go see if we can call her about it now.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes, I got the mercenary's
There we go.
name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
The lieutenant leans in to listen, notebook in hand.
I was born ready, baby.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Ellis Tortenaer. That's E-L-L-I-S K-O-R-T-E-N-A-I-R. Exact date of birth, unknown. He was signed into the Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February, 09.
Neo-National Care Unit.
He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2.
According to Klasia, Lele said his real name wasn't really his. Perhaps that's because he was fostered.
This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents entered the East Brand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict.
Okay.
Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Ravachon.
Wait, he was found in a leaf compactor?
It's a garden too.
Hey, what up, Hunter?
It lives into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files.
How you doing, buddy?
So I thought it would be good for
Yeah,
you to
in
know.
a leaf compactor.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
Any information on the
No,
parents?
officer. Sorry.
So we all have connected to him and... Okay.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
Alright, well, we have his name and service record now.
The name. This is very good. Elise Cortenard.
Sometimes police work is about human dignity, about giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions?
I'm done.
57th, over.
In the cabin, you...
Alright, let's get out of there. What else can we knock out here? I really want to figure out how to get in there. We need to find a key somewhere. I don't know where we find the fucking key. We can go talk to Joyce. Oh, this game is fucking awesome, dude. Every Sunday till we beat it. More than that, I think we're about halfway. I think there's 10 days. I don't know shit about it, so this is completely blind. So no spoilers. Okay, we gotta help Suna. Let's go see if we can get that open yet. Because it is right here. I doubt we're going to be able to. We probably got to put a point into it before we can do it again, actually. But I don't remember.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly...
Oh, did we never give the point? Oh, we did. Oh, that's right. We're completely... Oh, wait a minute. We got closed, right? No, because we got to put a point into it. I think we're just fucked. That's right. We do have a skill point, but we can't put anything left up into physical instrument anymore. Yeah, we can't unlock it. Just putting clothes on doesn't help us, if I remember correctly. Because we got that tank top. I still don't think we can do it.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer.
Yeah, I think we were just fucked.
Slowly melted.
I guess we can go talk to Sona. Let's figure out where we're going to put this point, though. Okay, that's not going to help. Let's go to the map. Let's go to all these white ones. Maybe we should go back there. The racist lorry driver. No? Where's Tommy? Which one was Tommy? Just do the mirror. No. The mirror's dumb. The map wall. Which one's the map wall? You tell me to put this stuff in the shivers. That works. All my physique stuff is kind of low because I'm all brain, baby. I am all brain. Or should we do the Half-Life? Love and be loved by drugs. All right, let's put it in shivers. I'm gonna trust you, Hunter. I don't know why, but I do. All right, so let's go. I want to go to the Union. I want to go see if we can get in that crate. And I think they said I could cash my check here. The yellow roses in the window. Those aren't the flowers that were left for Colossi.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Yeah, we know.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the Union, sir.
Alright, give me
Anything else I can do for you?
No, you don't work for the Union. The Union works for you by supplying you with cash. Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
Wait, do we have anything to get rid of?
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles clunk into the...
But now that we don't know Homeboy's name, maybe we can get something out of this guy.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Hell no. It just has to be said. That was not a convincing line.
Fucking loincloth.
Loincloth? Now you see, that's not really what a scab would say, is it? Better not to press the issue further, sire. He seems tense.
Fucking loincloth.
Loincloth? Now you see.
Fucking mouth.
I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now. Somewhere above, in the buildings. The man's breathing.
All right. I bet there's an easier way than doing this. This is the only way I know. Because the big dude won't let us through the front. There's my crate. Get me in my crate.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you came here, as it's always been.
Alright, let's go look for a sniper. You know what? Let's go talk to Everett while we're here. Maybe he's got something else for us. We did come all the way this way.
Mr. Dubois, the word in Martinez is a certain police officer is once again happily reunited with his service weapon. Congratulations, my friend.
That crate's the worst to persuade, man.
I prefer my police officers old-fashioned like that, with a gun. You can do so many things with a gun that you can't do without one. Now, what can I help you with?
Look at my gun.
My. She's quite the looker, Harry. You can't imagine how pleased I am the two of you are reunited. Tell me, was it difficult to convince the pigs to give it up?
Not at all.
I knew you could handle it. I know my special policeman. Anyway, I'm glad you're all right and armed again, Harry. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you?
Nothing, apparently. Apparently nothing. We probably can't fast travel anybody from here, can we? Nope. I just went out of here. Come on. Come on, Harry. Maybe we should put our gun in our hand for this one. He doesn't even know it's loaded.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm. It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago.
So long.
Sheathe your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know to only unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Alright, we'll put the gun away. I wonder if there's a way past him and I just don't know what I'm doing.
A lorry abandoned. The smell of cigarettes and there's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been closed. The rust.
Alright, let's head down to the beach. Let's get out of this mess of lorries. Yeah, let's go to the church. Because we can look at that stained glass window again. And we can talk to her since we can't open that thing. So let's do the stained glass window first.
The mother of humanism stands
it's
above
locked.
you. A precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her body.
The old woman in the village was right. This must be the DeLorean Church of Humanity in Martinez, or the small Pinewood Church in some records. It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Ravachol's founding, 300 or so years ago, by first-generation settlers.
On the coast of an uninhabited archipelago where only animals had roamed before, in the wild reeds.
think that's what it was, right? Visual calculus? Yeah. It was? Okay. Alright, what else do you know?
There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Lesetsa, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here, although the building appears to be deserted. I do not believe we'll find the instigator here. Something else, perhaps?
He looks at the machine. You light her out.
Respectful. Is the lieutenant a follower of DeLoreanism? A pang of guilt? The lieutenant is leaving something out.
You know why it was
I have a theory, yes. There was a police raid a while back. I heard the place was shot to pieces. The old woman in the village was being tactful with us when she didn't mention it. She has more respect for the RCM than many around here. Well, your station was involved, I hear. Although I can't be sure.
How come the lieutenant isn't sure? Is this confidential information?
3 precincts were involved in the raid, and people say Precinct 41 was one of them.
I guess I could have been.
I'm
here.
sorry, I'm not saying you were. It was a clandestine operation. I don't know anything about it, why it was conducted, or who participated. I try not to pry into extra-district matters.
If I was here, I should find out what I was
Good
doing.
luck. You will not get information on a confidential operation from your station secretary just by calling. If you really don't remember, it might be better to keep this one forgotten. It happened a while ago. It's unimportant to our business in Martinez now.
Come on.
Nothing. Just the edge of the crack sparkles in the dark. There may have been a writing here, but you cannot make out what it said.
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws we enforce are DeLorean in origin.
The woman looks by in silence, smiling enigmatically.
I didn't think you were spiritual.
It's not spiritual, it's constitutional. The DeLorean system does not demand faith, only accordance.
Alright, we need your help.
Yes, what is it?
What? Ruby?
No, no one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
'Tis true.
Yes?
I found a note in the iceberg.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's...
Thanks.
Yeah, I've got it. Oh, son of a bitch. Wonder if homeboy up top seen anything. The old lady's still here? Some steps in there, eh?
You see, once a slogan used to intertwine with the loop.
Ooh, another one of the traps.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere. Poor things.
I don't remember how to get around out here. That's part of my problem. Yeah, you can still see them in there.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a phasmid anywhere. Poor things.
What do we got here?
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall.
Oh, we already did
with
all this.
another 7 shades standing 10 meters from them.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Feld?
What is it with the Feld personnel? Their assets are being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
It was people from the coalition and the so-called moralists.
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures. Behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric, now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again. A
Nice.
row of ghostly shades facing the
So did we miss something?
with another 7 shades standing. A host of men, they stand, ordinary people, comrades, the forsaken, the wretched. 7 men in combat, the commandant, the
Who's
one,
that?
a cold, behind this building.
Behind this building? Hey. A door, a building, a hiding place. Could the indicator be inside? How are we gonna get in? You can't go over there, eh? Hmm. Oh, maybe we're drawn to that mural.
You see, a slogan used to intertwine.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning? No, I'm afraid I can't.
All right,
help you with
Trent.
this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off. He's telling the truth. He hasn't seen anyone.
There's something down here. There's something in the concrete here. A sewer? Is there a way into the sewer, I guess, is what we're looking for, huh? I don't remember where the sniper places were, but I think one of them was way out here, wasn't it? Oh.
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds. Poor things. Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
The tower?
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freighter. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. In the whirling in rags.
The campfire was used by the perpetrator? Maybe the assailant climbed to the comms tower and took the shot there? What about the cigarette butts?
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
The lieutenant looks up, raising his collar.
Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tumutiri to Astra or Joanne? Cigarette butts are everywhere. This is a common brand for all men.
Still, you felt it was important enough to make a mental note. That means something. You didn't pay attention to any of the other cigarette butts on the coast.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger?
Yeah.
Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year.
He looks around.
Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out... Biddable Prime, was it?
Look over the water to the whirling rags.
There. 1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay. Blue from the distance and the air. You see the smallest rectangle. Barely visible. A glowing light on the third floor of the whirling in rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape move behind the glass. Her limbs long and slender. Smoking. Drinking. Being happy and elated. Without you. Because you're here, freezing in the wind, aren't you? Doing your detective work.
That's what I'm doing, baby. Alright, so we're ruling this out. We've already checked out that trap. Should we try and go back in here again? I don't remember why we couldn't.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
From here to the whirling? I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Really? You gotta walk all the way around. Nothing here, Kuno. I don't remember there being a boat. Why is there a bow? Let's talk to this lady again, see what she's got to
Either
say.
she's going to calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Why does she care about the waves so much?
Yeah, what's up
What
with
is
the
it
waves?
with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
Yeah, we're not gonna hit on her. Yeah, we're heading that way. Maybe. Who's this person though?
I'll just keep the Coeur d'Alene
Oh, it's
in
Joyce.
the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
Hi, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty?
Something about the way she says it makes you want to sing.
Jetty.
Oh, jetty, oh, jetty.
She responds
It's
mournfully.
good to see you here, detectives. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Have you been spying on us?
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here. Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the Coeur d'Alene she read. Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White.
Your favorite ultra-liberal?
How do I like it?
Slush melting on the center block. Construction work left half finished 10 years ago.
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
Yeah, it might be.
I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Let's react.
You're right to be scared. This is all your fault. You're in no danger. The working class have no idea what's happening to them. Trying to be scared. This is just how the real city looks. Yeah?
Oh, I'm not frightened, officer. I'd never...
Above you, there forms a quilt of alto-cumulus clouds, twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the...
But then we got that point and shivers.
Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they pass, the temperature drops slightly, but perceptibly.
Have I told you how they discovered this place?
The wind picks up, her raincoat flaps in the gust. This island? This fishing village?
No, they're in Sealindian, Isola.
What is an Isola exactly?
I'm guessing you don't know then.
No, you haven't told me how they found it.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
Oblivion, that's so me.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me something
Of
else.
course. I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. How can I help you at this juncture? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Fuck it.
A strange coldness comes over you. It's on the tip of your...
Glad to have been of assistance.
Alright, so no, we can't really explore the boat because it's her boat.
A policeman. What can our village do for you?
Ooh.
I can wash it for you, but it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Hell yeah. No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay put.
I could use a breather before another rainy day begins.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner. Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Oh, well, let us know that change. Looking for fugitives. Okay, but you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something, we're here to help. This is like when the man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to get her to come out. Her help. We just need to help her come out.
No, it's not like that, man. With him we called you. Right now, you just arrived by yourself, like a raven plucking at the window glass.
I see, but you know something. You decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, man. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
Ruby was here. You know it. Ask her about lodgings.
Change your mind, did you? Don't make this old woman regret giving the police the key to her house. Here.
Did we just pay for that? Maybe there's something in here.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock the shack door with the key.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement and look for any signs of Ruby. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Okay. I think I might rather stay at the Whirling Rags, though. Ooh.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned...
No time to rest.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with...
You see the waves, the sea, and a church.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board
Hollow
aside.
space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though.
Oh,
something
duh.
bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea. You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
This bullet isn't for a breech holder like the murder weapon.
The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with.
Floorboard creaks under your step. The incarnate heat engine hums quietly, giving out a pleasant warmth. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, and almanac from 1939.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
My new hangout, where I could silently sit, drink, and die while looking at the waves roll in. My forward base for the coastal part of the separation. It's free, that's good enough. I could live here. A possible resting spot for my fugitive is what it is.
Waves crash onto the beach.
That's what I'm looking at it as. I want to stay in the rags, man.
Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. Far to the southeast, 2 men and a woman dress themselves in ceramic armor. A shortwave radio hisses on the windowsill. One makes a salute, the other downs a drink. Weapons under the bed. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village. Nothing nods. No one salutes him. No sight of the fugitive.
This feels like a cozy hideout. Thank you for the strange sensation for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Revachol forever.
What's our jacket give us now? Ooh. Calculus and corpse. What does this give us? Just logic. Well, hold on. We gotta put... element proof, half-life. How's it look on us? I mean, we definitely want the drama.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the
water
right call?
reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy.
Get rid of him.
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the noseline. The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
Hey, our face changed. Nice. Feel your clean
They
shaven
feel
shape.
so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath. The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look A little younger, maybe. You almost look like a professional. The beardless nature of your cheeks makes the expression seem even more like a terrifying grimace.
Alright, we gotta take the boardwalk still, and then the island. Did you say anything about me shaving?
Yes?
So?
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps,
No, what is it? You can tell me.
I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea. They sort of seem to cover up some of the...
Yeah, damage. He means damage.
Either way, good on you. You were saying?
Oh. Kim doesn't like us freshly
Our
shaven.
tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet?
Damn that girl.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes. I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out her rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket with some water sloshes over
As
the
I've
edge.
done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Alright, left on Monday.
Early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
She must have heard you.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
Oh, did you remember that
I
guy who left
cleaned
it?
like I always do.
Was there anything else?
No.
The truth, sire.
What is it like? What's she like, Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself. She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She'll expect her shack.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
Aye, do tell. Exit from what?
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
She really believes that.
Radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made.
Water's
Although I
ground.
guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Yeah, where'd she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
But that place is huge. She's a needle in a haystack. Ma'am, I really hope she'll be hiding in this village.
Yes, it's going to be too much work for you to find her. Better for you to stay here. Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater.
The failed electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
What more do you want to know about that? Yes, let's hear those other one thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Alright, they told us where to go. We need to give old boy his jacket back, because he's right here.
Tequila Sunset. Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
Alright.
My jacket?
The one you had, yeah, the one you had me clean the seagull shit off.
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Rosemary, what the fuck is Tequila talking about?
Aye, that's the jacket you stole 2 weeks ago. From the kid who was making it with his gal on the beach.
That's disgusting. I've never done anything like that in my life. You're both delusional. Found. That's medium concept stuff.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and girlfriend. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
You're lost. I'm keeping the jacket for myself. I went through some dark shit to get this for you. Take the fucking jacket. I'm not gonna wear it.
You know what? Fine. Maybe I can pawn it for some booze.
Aye, good thinking.
Alright, so we gotta get to the boardwalk, and I can never find the boardwalk. Okay, we're like right here, so let's go up through there.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
Yo ho into the slit. What's in there? Kim, any idea what's down there?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there.
I hope not.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer. There's no echo and no answer.
Ah, that's right. It's over here. Okay.
There's some tear.
Isn't this where one of the shots could be taking place? Check the boardwalk for bullet traces.
There's some tear. Two empty bottles. No, there's more in there.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head with genuine. Whoever tossed Red Astra is the... You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup. It's no older than a day. It's hard to concentrate.
Okay. Let's just search around here. Maybe there's something we missed. Alright, here's the philological one.
A once bright, a slogan used to intertwine with the loops above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical, you only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Could Ruby be in
there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Found an empty trap. Heard Lena's true story. Reconstructed the execution. Confronted the pigs. +3 death notification. Found the jacket.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen did not. And now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning, with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas? A prayer of sorts to Revachol.
She could be.
Or do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if it fails, we don't find her.
If we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, displays. I'm sure it won't come to that.
He looks behind him at the dark red box crumbling across the chasm.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you.
Oh, I really want to get in that goddamn container. See, why has it got a plus there? We should be able to increase that. Our reaction skill is absolutely dog shit terrible. But like I said, I really want to get in that goddamn container. We checked the boardwalk. If there was something we missed, let's go down the coast here. Because we got sidetracked. Oh, this isn't going down the coast. So it looks like there should be something there. Are we done with our car? I bet we are. Yeah, we can't do anything with our car. Alright, so we can't go any further down there. Huh? The wind is corralled by 4-story buildings around this yard. Birds in the birch tree, barely audible coos come from above.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
What happened?
In this yard?
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a block obscure, for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Wait, what's a block obscure?
A black block. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
The hood.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
So this part of the coast is a block obscure?
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
Maybe they left something useful behind.
Yes, for you to pick up as part of the Jamrock Shuffle.
He gives you a weird smile.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think our suspect is in this particular yard. No place to hide. And besides, it's too close to Martinez.
Knew where to run. Alright, I kind of want to stop, but I kind of want to keep going. Make sure there's no observations. We do anything with this bench besides just sit down and chill?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Wait a minute, is this the old, you gotta have a pry bar equipped? It is. There's another one. Up here. Right, this is the fucking boardwalk, right? Alright, her ass went north, so let's go north. We don't have anybody to call, so no reason to mess with the phone. Hold on, can we... Can we get a bullet? Maybe it just automatically loaded it.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
We only got one shot to get in there, so I ain't trying to fuck around with the 3%. Yeah, this is where the sniper thing was, right? Yeah. So she went north. We haven't been there yet. Is that actually somewhere? That's where she was parked. Where's Gary the crypto fascist? Gaston Martin. I wonder what those exclamation points mean. It's funny, it just says keep searching the coasts. Well, you know what? Let's see if what happens if we try to open it.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Huh? Door shut tight. How do we get in there?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean we get into like everywhere?
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
No. We've absolutely gotten into everywhere thus far.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
what
about.
we do. We open doors and go through them. We're cops. That's our perk.
I'm not going to
Relax.
accept this.
No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
He looked at the door with a rueful smile.
At least you can think about opening it, about doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful would come from this.
From here to the whirling, I can't see how.
One more door. We haven't talked to this chick yet.
Hello again.
It's locked.
No,
Just no?
it's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast. Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
We searched all up here, didn't we? That we did. Alright, just making sure no thoughts or anything came up.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the
What bad people?
One of the twins looks up with his mouth
I don't
slightly
think
open.
questioning 4-year-olds without their
Hey,
parents'
Reed,
consent
what's going
is
on,
not the
man?
case.
Alright. Have we ever been in this door?
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall. Wait, what if this is the fishing rod situation all over again?
Try to sneak up, leap towards the phasmid, grasping your hand. You're not going to be fooled again. You're going to stand here calmly, observe this non-phasmid until you see what's really going on.
Fine. It's not a phasmid. It's not even organic. Just a fire iron resting by the fireplace. But where's your sense of wonder, man?
Forget about the phasmid, or fire iron. Anything else in here, guys? Let's talk to the kid here.
Hello, mister. Luby. Raluby.
Suddenly the girl gets all serious and leans in, and she's about to tell you a secret.
My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can, but then Uller.
Kids.
It's Lammy.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly...
Yes. Lammy has lived a long life. Lammy was a...
revolutionist.
No! That's not it. You know what you are, Lammy?
I think she means revolutionary.
Yes!
Alright, I'm good with that little kid. That's our room. I think we already talked to this chick.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What? Oh? Who? Okay. When did this person stay here? Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning. Yes, that's
really?
the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
We need to get our suggestion up. Maybe we can get a date. Alright, so we've been all the way up through here. Been through here, and now we're down here. Maybe we're gonna talk to Joyce, because she's got a boat, and we can go north.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
That would be a negative. Alright. We may have to go look at that mural again. That is a nice boat. And we're gonna need a bigger boat. Can we get up here? Not from this direction. Oh, now we can crack our way into these things. I can't believe we played half this game and we just figured this shit out. You know what? We're fucking here.
The once bright mural towers above you, saying, suddenly there's a sigh carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it, in through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
She's down there.
So I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
The wind told me.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it into the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
What do we got here? Well, fucking run. Come on, Harry.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotting boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the felled building? A building like this must have multiple doors serving various functions. Perhaps a basement access.
Come closer and
Your
look at
eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
Ordinary drainage pipe. Darkness.
Okay, what
As
else?
your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
And
nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
Can we get in the building?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
He means the pipe must be coming from somewhere in the building. The lieutenant's face lights up. He doesn't usually notice these little things.
And it's right here, a maintenance door.
Plus one broken into a communist apartment. You think this is a weird path? We're gonna fuck it up. Let's leave. Let's try the upstairs first. We need to wrap this up. We need to save it.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
That's that
The
situation.
distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
190. I'm a giant.
Okay, but still, the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder? Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
What if I don't climb? What if I just teleport.
Teleportation is not a thing.
Lieutenant Sergeant,
Even if it isn't, no one told you.
If it isn't, if it's a thing for me, I can't remember. It's not a thing.
That's not how physics work, Detective. And even if it were, wouldn't you need some kind of apparatus? A teleportation field or...
What are they talking about?
Teleportation, Mikhail. It's generally thought impossible.
Won't hurt to try.
Oh, yes, it could hurt. A lot.
Santiago climbing. Let's fucking do it.
All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate.
Did we just teleport?
Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is... Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
Don't gloat, just stand there like a Sumerian master.
I just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear...
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
The search and support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Stones fall. That's a long way down. Alright, we're going to save it right here. For real. But not if I keep playing. Glass covered with grime and dust, so you can barely see out. Oh, there's all kinds of goodies down here. You should take out your flashlight. The collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Alright, let's go ahead and... into the building and let Kim in too. Oh. I didn't think that was going to take me back. Don't ask me why. Alright, but for real, we're going to stop right here. Reed, thanks for popping in, dude. We got to play some Apex before I forget how to play. Baxter, Hunter, Nibbler, appreciate you guys all being here. Drop them likes if you haven't already. Drop us up if you're new. I am out.